Right now, meet the cows and farmers who bring us our beloved milk and cheese to the dairy state. Also, Adaptability celebrates a decade of helping those with mobility issues. And we're following what is next in the aftermath of the recent convictions of former President Donald Trump. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. Well, it's been a pretty rainy day here in southern Wisconsin. For how long that'll stick around, let's get a look at your first one forecast with meteorologist Buddy Reeves. Buddy?
Yeah, thanks so much, Jalen. Yeah, the rain has mostly moved out of the area for this evening, but it was a rather gloomy day here across southern Wisconsin. But I do have good news in store for you. Tomorrow is looking much better. Take a look at Weather Track right now. You can see that clouds and rain have moved off towards the east. We are looking at some cloud cover that's still sticking around here across the state capitol right now, and temperatures are in the lower 60s right now at 63 degrees with an east-southeast wind at 7 miles per hour. As we look at the current temperatures across the region right now, 64 in Middleton, 64 in Cross Plains, mainly 60s across most of southern Wisconsin with the exception of Boscobel at 69 degrees. As we're playing your evening overnight tonight, we've kind of passed the 6 p.m. hour. We might have a few breaks in the clouds overnight tonight with a temperature of 66 degrees. We will fall down to 59 degrees overnight tonight with some patchy dense fog overnight tonight. Coming up in main weather, we'll talk about your Sunday and the alert days that are in the forecast. That's all coming up.
All right, buddy, we'll see you then. Voting for Madison Magazine's Best of Madison starts today. Vote for the best fitness, home, medical, food, and entertainment places in the area. You can vote once per day per category now through June 30th. It's not Wisconsin without cheese, but do you really know where your dairy is coming from? Today kicks off June Dairy Month here in Wisconsin, and this morning, Dane County Dairy took to Capitol Square to give people a chance to get to know the cows and the farmers that make the dairy state so great. Braden Ross has more.
On a typical trip to the Dane County Farmers Market, you're guaranteed to see plenty of local dairy products. But June 1st is special. It's the start of June Dairy Month. And that means farmers market visitors were in for a treat.
We brought cows to downtown Madison along with some other fun activities and grilled cheese to celebrate Dairy Month.
Sydney Flick is a Lodi dairy farmer and a volunteer at this year's Cows on the Concourse event.
We get to see such fun interaction, whether that's a kid getting to see a cow for the first time or an adult, and people make those connections.
She says it's important for people to know where their food comes from, and this event is just one way to show them.
By bringing the cows to the city, people get to make that connection to understand a little bit more of what farmers are doing and how important dairy is to our state.
But just how important is dairy in Wisconsin? Well, the answer is very. The dairy industry brings in more than $45 billion a year for the Wisconsin economy. In fact, Wisconsin dairy farmers produce 25% of all cheese in the whole country. That makes Wisconsin #1 in the U.S. when it comes to dairy production. So how can you help us stay on top?
The biggest thing you can do to support local dairy farmers is buy Wisconsin dairy. If you look for the Wisconsin cheese logo, you're going to find it in every single grocery store. And you can tell, too, on milk gallons if it has a code 55 that was produced in Wisconsin.
Reporting in Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
You can find all sorts of Dairy Month fun from the upcoming events to unique recipes online at wisconsindairy.org. And although it was a bit rainy, as you saw in Braden's story, families were downtown for events like the Farmers Market, and which was on the square, Cows on the Concourse, and the 15th Annual Classic Car Show. For roughly 6 blocks, vintage cars lined State Street for all to see, drawing several admirers, and I'm sure there was quite some nostalgia for many.
My car is a 1963 Triumph TR4, and in this collection here we have a TR3, a TR6 as well today.
And not only were people able to check out the cars, they were able to chat with the owners of the vehicles and learn a bit of history about each car. Accessibility Wisconsin kicks off its 10th anniversary celebration with outdoors access for all at the William G. Looney Lake Farm County Park here in Madison. True to AAW's mission to help people with mobility issues have access to nature, in doing so, there was a wide range of activities for people of all abilities, such as adaptive fishing, kayaking, wildlife photography, hand cycling, and much more.
At Accessibility Wisconsin, AAW, want the public to know that there are resources available not only in Dane County and surrounding counties, but we have locations up north and throughout the state.
To support AAW's mission, there was a silent auction, raffle, food, and fundraiser. Although the event is over at least until next year, you can always support the cause. And if you'd like to do so, you can volunteer and donate at the number at the bottom of your screen. Reaction continues to pour in after former President Donald Trump's historic criminal conviction in New York. As CBS's Christian Benavides reports, the verdict comes just a few weeks before this month's presidential debate.
Now a convicted felon, former President Donald Trump is vowing to fight the verdict handed down this week by a New York jury.
We're going to be appealing this scam.
He was found guilty of 34 felony counts for falsifying business records, trying to hide a sexual encounter with an adult film actress. Trump's sentencing is scheduled for mid-July, just days before the start of the Republican convention, where he'll be formally nominated. His attorney, Todd Blanche, spoke to CBS's Robert Costa.
Is it possible your client could be in jail during the Republican National Convention?
It's possible. That's something that I don't want to think about. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's possible, of course.
President Joe Biden has emphasized the case was brought by the state of New York, not his administration, as Trump has falsely alleged.
And it's reckless, it's dangerous, it's irresponsible for anyone to say this was rigged just because they don't like the verdict.
November's election will likely come down to 7 states that could swing to either candidate. Voters we spoke to say the guilty verdict does not change their vote.
I'm very happy that they get convicted.
I'm still voting for Donald Trump. I think this whole thing has been a mockery.
Trump's campaign and the Republican Party claim they raised nearly $53 million in the hours after the former president was found guilty. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
If you've gone to a concert or a major event recently, you should keep a close watch on your personal info. Live Nation says a hacker group is offering to sell alleged user data on the dark web. They say Ticketmaster appears to be the main target. According to Live Nation, Ticketmaster's parent company, unauthorized activity was identified earlier this month. Officials there started a probe with investigators into the possible hack. The Live Nation says the alleged hack doesn't appear to have caused any sort of economic impact. The historic launch of Boeing's Starliner spacecraft was scrubbed by technical issues just minutes before the liftoff Saturday. An automatic hold triggered by the computer that launches the rocket stopped the countdown clock at 3 minutes and 50 seconds ahead of launch. The cause of the automatic hold is not clear. Teams are now preparing to safely extract the 2 astronauts from the capsule. The next launch opportunity is just after noon on Sunday. However, mission teams have not yet said whether the attempt will be a launch on Sunday.
Roger.
A national network of local news sites has been relying on artificial intelligence to report stories, and it's causing some experts to sound an alarm. Hootline bills itself as a national news network offering in-depth reporting from major cities across the country. But according to a CNN report, last year the news outlet began filling its site with AI-generated articles that carry fake bylines. Each article has a small badge indicating that it was written with AI, but a disclaimer page tells readers that the articles are, quote, driven by real human insight and discretion. The way the site uses and discloses AI has alarmed experts. They say it purposefully tricks readers by mimicking a standards-based news organization with real journalists. And while Hootline isn't the only news site to utilize AI, experts warn that relying too heavily on the technology threatens to diminish the public's trust in news and supercharge the spread of misinformation. Coming up next on News 3 Now at 6, how we may see another vaccine in the near future ahead of the next respiratory illness season. And a setback for a group of women in Texas suing over the state's abortion law and what constitutes as medical exemption.
How would you like to replace that old, outdated bathtub with a luxurious, easy access walk-in shower? It's easy when you call Mad City Baths. Mad City is Wisconsin's trusted bathroom remodeler with installations in as little as 1 day. We're also your local provider for replacement windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. Call now during big deal days and save $1,000 on a new bath or shower. Now that's a big deal. 0 down and 0 interest till 2026. Senior military discounts plus a bonus. Receive $750 in safety upgrades with your bath or shower purchase. And call during this program for the free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate from Mad City. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Dad, are you certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
You may not know what to make of Eric Hovde, but if you're getting older or have a loved one who is, Eric Hovde has a plan for you. Eric Hovde thinks people living in nursing homes should not have the right to vote. That's right.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Stripping seniors of the right to vote? Eric Hovde, what's wrong with this guy?
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
The nation may soon have another RSV vaccine in its toolkit ahead of the fall respiratory illness season. The FDA has approved Moderna's RSV vaccine for people 60 and older. This will be the third FDA-approved vaccine for RSV and the first mRNA vaccine among them. Moderna says the approval was based on clinical data that showed it was nearly 84% effective at preventing the virus about 4 months after getting the shot. While many recover from RSV, it can be particularly dangerous for older people. According to the CDC, between 60 and 160,000 older adults are hospitalized with RSV every year, and up to 10,000 die from it. The CDC will need to sign off on the vaccine before shots can go into arms. An advisory panel to the agency will vote on whether it will be recommended for use at a meeting on June 26th. The FDA is issuing a warning about a baby formula that could be contaminated with dangerous bacteria. The products are Kraleric infant powdered goat milk with formula with iron, Pharmalac baby powdered infant formula with iron, and Pharmalac baby powdered infant formula with low lactose. The products are sold in Texas and possibly other locations. The FDA is concerned the products may be contaminated with Chronobacter. It can cause serious infections of the central nervous system, including sepsis and meningitis, as well as developmental problems or death. No illnesses have been reported. The FDA says it is working with the manufacturer to make sure the recall is carried out fully. A setback for a group of women in Texas suing over the state's abortion law and what constitutes as medical exemption. On Thursday, the state Supreme Court ruled the ban only applies when a person is at risk of death or serious physical impairment. But the challengers argued the ban should be applied to additional medical circumstances, particularly when a pregnancy is unsafe for the mother or when there's a condition that the fetus will likely not survive. The women say they suffered serious health complications in their pregnancies, and Texas's strict abortion laws put their lives and health in danger. The High Court ruled against the women, saying they failed to prove the abortion ban violates the state constitution. According to a study published Wednesday in the journal JAMA Network Open, younger generations are getting their first periods earlier, and the length of time to become regular is changing. Researchers looked at data from more than 70,000 people in the Apple Women's Health Study. They found that among those born between 1950 and 2005 were starting their first period earlier, and the time it took for their periods to become regular also increased. It's also stronger in people from racial and ethnic minority groups and those of lower socioeconomic status. It's possibly linked to high body mass index during childhood or environmental factors. And it could have poor effects on health later in life, like cardiovascular and disease, as well as cancer. Coming up next on News 3 Now at 6, we take a look at other parts of the country facing rain as we start the month of June. And Buddy is back with a complete look at your first one forecast when we return.
For a safe, accessible bathroom that's anything but boring, call Mad City Baths. Combine a barrier-free shower base or walk-in tub with premium wall designs and fixture combinations. Expertly installed in as little as 1 day. And with Mad City's Price Lock Guarantee, we'll lock your price in for 1 year. Here's another reason to call now. During Big Deal Day, save $1,000 on a new bath or shower. Now that's a big deal. 0 down and 0 interest till 2026. Senior military discounts plus a bonus. Receive $750 in safety upgrades with your bath or shower purchase. And call during this program for a free $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
All right, new plan. You sign us up for U.S. Cellular Home Internet. Clipper and I will try it out by streaming the game in our new sports theater.
Is that a grill?
And a hot tub for you.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
Another year of yo-yo dieting? Not this year. Hit reset and make a permanent change with permanent fat removal by Sono Bello.
With Sono Bello, day 1. All my unwanted body fat gone.
These are my favorite pair of jeans that I couldn't even button up.
Look how flat my stomach is. I couldn't believe it was just gone.
I saw the results immediately.
And this is the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
Real women everywhere are transforming their bodies permanently. Sono Bello is not a fad diet or boot camp workout. It's a simple, proven way to remove stubborn body fat permanently and in just 1 visit.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
If you are looking for physical results and positive emotional results, please run, don't walk to your nearest Sono Bello.
Ready to hit reset? Find out how you can save $250 off instantly. Call now or go to sonobello.com.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Thank you for sticking with us. Well, southern Wisconsin was not the only place that saw rains to kick off the month of June. Here's a look at Highland, Indiana. Pretty similar to what we're seeing here. This is located in the northern part of Indiana. And as I mentioned, almost identical to what we saw here earlier today. For how long some of this rain may be sticking around in southern Wisconsin, let's get a look at your first warned forecast with meteorologist Buddy Reeves. Buddy?
Yeah, thanks so much, Jalen. Yeah, it was a rather cloudy, rainy day here across southern Wisconsin. The rain started in the morning, moved through the afternoon, but luckily as the evening has progressed, that rain has actually moved out of the picture. We can take a look at Weather Track right now. You can see most of the rain showers that we did have earlier in the day has pushed off towards Michigan and Indiana as well, just from that package just a minute ago. But luckily, things should turn actually warmer and drier as we head on into your Sunday. So take a look at 3 things you need to know. As the showers end overnight tonight, the ground is pretty wet. So with little to no wind, calm winds, and that moisture on the ground, we could see some dense fog as we head on into the overnight hours tonight into your Sunday morning. With that, we will have a sunny and warm Sunday, a mixture of sun and clouds with temperatures being a lot warmer than they were today, getting up towards 80 degrees. Then we turn our attention to the alert day conditions for your Monday and Tuesday, and we'll go over that in just 1 second. But plan in your evening overnight tonight if you're heading out for maybe a late dinner or a late movie. Temperatures are going to be in the middle 50s overnight tonight. Again, that patchy fog will develop after dark tonight and go into your Sunday morning. And then on your Sunday, starting out at around 6:30 in the morning, a lot of what you're seeing on the map right now, this is dense fog. This is not necessarily cloud cover, but that should burn away as we head on into the afternoon hours. By your lunchtime, sitting at around 71 degrees. Then around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 80 degrees here in Madison. So we should continue the sun and clouds as we head on into the evening hours. And then by your Monday morning at 6:30, you do see some shower and thunderstorm activity out here towards the west. And this is in advance of a cold front that's going to come through on your Tuesday. So we do have an alert day in the forecast, and this is for strong to severe storms on your Monday and also your Tuesday. And this is for all of southern Wisconsin. And right now we're thinking maybe the Monday event might be more in terms of the garden variety of showers and thunderstorms. Tuesday is looking more like when the front was going to move through. So let's go over that. We're going to start Monday at 7:30 in the morning. You can see some shower and thunderstorm activity moving through the region as we head on into your Monday at lunchtime. Then by the time we head into your Monday evening, just some cloud cover. Then on your Tuesday, you start seeing out to your west. You see the increasing precipitation chances. And then by your Tuesday at 8 o'clock, you can see here, this is when the front is going to start advancing towards southern Wisconsin. And that's going to give us enough lift to produce those strong to severe thunderstorms on your Tuesday, into your Tuesday night, and possibly into your Wednesday. So we're going to continue to watch that here in the First Warn Weather Center as we move forward into your Sunday and also your Monday. So your 7 to 10 day forecast, we will have that AM fog tomorrow, but temperatures will be in the 80 degree range. Then we have those 2 alert days on Monday and Tuesday, and we are also watching the possibility of maybe moving it to Wednesday as well. Then the shower chances will decrease as we head on into your Wednesday and Thursday, and temperatures will start to cool off and actually be a little bit below average as we head on into your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But once we get through Wednesday, a drier period starts, so hopefully we can get out and enjoy the weather and not have to stay inside.
So I leave, go out of town, it's raining. Come back a week later, still raining. We got some alert day conditions. I missed out on the few days where it was like high 60s, lower 70s. I'm just looking for the time where I'm back in Wisconsin, and it's nice for a stretch. For
So
once.
maybe you should go away again and come back, and maybe it'll be better.
I mean, I should do that just for you guys at home so you don't have to worry about the rain and whatnot. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to us getting some nicer weather, but I know that we've been stuck in this drought for quite some time. We need as much precipitation as possible.
Yeah, and luckily most of the drought situation across southern Wisconsin is over now, so we just have a couple of dry patches, and we kind of need some drier weather so that the farmers can get out there and tend to their crops and not have everything be muddy outside.
For sure. All right, well, sounds good. Thank you, buddy.
Yep.
And still ahead, our Andrew Bandstra brings us highlights from the final day of the Wisconsin State Track Meet. That and more next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Time is running out to call Mad City Baths during Big Deal Days. Our American-made baths and showers are infused with Microban for easy cleaning. And in addition to baths, Mad City is also your trusted source for Eco Sky windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. Last chance to call during this program to take advantage of the savings during Big Deal Days. Save $1,000 on a new bath or shower. Now that's a big deal. 0 down and 0 interest till 2026. Senior and military discounts plus a bonus. Receive $750 in safety upgrades with your bath or shower purchase. And remember, this is the last chance during this program for a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
You can visibly eliminate wrinkles and under eye bags in 10 minutes with results that last up to 10 hours without needles and without surgery. Plexiderm does it for only $14.95. Visit plexidermtrial.com.
From midnight tweets to drinking bleach to tear-gassing citizens and staging a photo op, we knew Trump was out of control when he was president. Then he lost the 2020 election and snapped, desperately trying to hold on to power. Now he's running again, this time threatening to be a dictator, to terminate the Constitution.
If I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Trump wants revenge, and he'll stop at nothing to get it.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2024. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including the Del Bar for Best Restaurant and 4 other exciting categories in food and drink. Vote for the Del Bar on MadisonMagazine.com.
The whole process was just so easy.
The installation crew was extremely professional.
And efficient.
Yes.
They were like there and gone.
It's definitely convincing when you see it in front of you of what your savings are going to be.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is taking you beyond the barometer. Email your weather-related questions to firstwarn@wisctv.com, and our team of meteorologists will give you the answers on News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back to lacrosse for day 2 of state track. So many of our area athletes looking to be crowned state champions. Let's go look at who etched their names into the history books. And we will start in Division 1 with Verona's Nicole Repka in the 400-meter dash.
Like, this is my first year running open events, and I didn't expect to get this far, and I guess I was just really surprised. I was shocked.
Staying in Division 1, 400-meter dash, but over on the boys' side, top-seeded Caden Brandenburg from Janesville Parker holds on and becomes yet another first-time state champion from our area.
Still kind of setting in, but it's surreal. You trained for this all 4 years of high school to be a state champ in something, and finally did it.
And now moving to Division 2, where Lakeside Lutheran had themselves a Saturday. We start with the 4x200, where the Quartet of Warriors brought home the W. In a final time of 1:27.60, it's a moment that Alex Reinke has pictured in his mind.
Prior to the race, I had thoughts of maybe looking at the big screen, but in the end, I decided not to. I thought it was better keep my head down, go for the finish, and it was a well-earned run from all the guys.
Later in the day, and Lakeside still on top, this time of the 800-meter dash. And check out Karsten Grandal. Karsten and all of the Warriors' incredible performances earned them a Division II team state title.
It's pretty awesome. I mean, it's sweet. It's probably the biggest goal I've had since even my freshman year, just coming in with the lowest possible expectations and just seeing what happens.
Staying in Division II, where Whitewater's Jack Hefty running the 1600 with strong strides, running his final lap in under 60 seconds, crowning himself a state champion.
I mean, last year I kind of started to blow away 300 to go, and I just I had a smile on my face. I was in the lead, and this year I'm 70 to go. Owen's still ahead of me. I'm stressing out. It was a lot of fun, though.
And we finish in Division 3, where Abundant Life Christian putting Madison on the map. Check this out. Final 100 meters, and Jacob Stern makes the pass at the very last moment, cruising to the victory. And that will do it for 2024 state track. We crowned so many champions on a weekend that our area athletes will never forget. In lacrosse, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
Andrew, thank you. Were you a runner at all growing up in high school? No?
No, I was a swimmer, but not a runner.
Okay. Swimming's hard, though. My daughter, she's a swimmer as well. But as far as myself, I did run track in high school, and I'm not going to lie, I don't miss it too much. But meets and whatnot, they were pretty fun.
Yeah.
But up there in lacrosse, cloudy just like it is here.
Yeah, they didn't have as much rain as we had down here, and it didn't last quite as long here. And good news is the rain is over for the night, but we will be expecting some patchy fog as we head on into your evening hours. You can see the cloud cover back on the Capitol sky shot. Look for temperatures tomorrow to get up towards 80 degrees with a mixture of sun and clouds. We are watching the alert day for your Monday and Tuesday for strong to severe storms, and that might go into Wednesday. We'll have to continue to watch that. But then look at temperatures as we head on into the following week. Temperatures will actually cool down and get into the lower 70s as we head on into the following weekend.
All right, well, sounds good. Congratulations to everybody that, competed at the state track meet. Good luck next year. We'll see you back here at 10 o'clock. And as always, let's make it a great evening.